Hey everybody, this is Mike Love. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, which is Love Never Fails. I have a lot of good material there for you, which will be beneficial. Today's topic would be how to do well in the segment of your interview with Tesla on creating a customer journey for Tesla products and services. Thank you for tuning in. The genesis of the principle, the love principle, can be traced back to the Bible, where love is described as the greatest of all virtues. Dr. Rick Warren, in his book, The Purpose-Driven Church, highly recommended, expanded on this concept by developing a method for using love to deliver a better customer experience. Okay? Now, you may not think as a church, as a place where you get products and services and so forth, a business, but in a sense, it is a business. And if you use the principles here, you will have success, guaranteed. Warren's method is based on the acrostic LOVE, which stands for listen. Take the time to listen to your customers and understand their needs. Observe, pay attention to your customers' body language and their nonverbal cues. Value, treat your customers with respect and make them feel valued. Exceed, go above and beyond to meet your customers' expectations. I was inspired by Warren's methods because it is a simple and effective way to deliver customer experience. It is also a method that is aligned with my own values, as I believe that everyone deserves to be treated with love and respect. I have used Warren's methods to deliver a better customer experience in a number of ways. For example, I make sure to listen to customers carefully, understand their needs. I also pay attention to their body language and other verbal or non-verbal cues. I treat my customers with respect and make them feel valued. I go above and beyond to meet their expectations. As a result of using Warren's method, I have been able to build a strong relationship with my customers and deliver them a truly exceptional experience. And I hope this works for you. Right, so to the point, one way to maintain a positive customer relationship is to use the love principle. I've tweaked it a little bit, so it's listen, observe, visualize, execute. The first step is building a customer relationship is to listen to your customers. What are their needs and wants? What are their pain points? What are their expectations? Once you understand your customers, you can tailor your products and services to meet their needs. Next is observe. Pay attention to your customer's body language, tone of voice, any facial expressions. What are they telling you with their words? What are they telling you with their body? What are the subtle cues? By observing your customers, you can better understand their emotions and motivations. So visualize. You can see the opportunity here. Once you've listened and observed your customers, take a step back and visualize your customer journey. What are the different stages they go through when interacting with your business? What are their touch points? What are their pain points? By visualizing the customer journey, you can identify the opportunities to improve the customer experience. Finally, execute. I like Pastor Rick's option, which is exceed. I love that. Exceed and execute on exceed, right? Once you've identified opportunities to improve the customer experience, it's time to execute. This may involve making changes to your products or services, your marketing strategy, or your customer services process. So, tips for implementing the love principle. Listen, encourage your customers to provide feedback. This can be done through surveys, customer interviews, or simply by asking them for their thoughts and opinions. Make sure to listen attentively to what your customers have to say and take their feedback seriously. Observe, pay attention to your customers' interactions with your business. This includes observing their behavior on your website, in your stores, and when they interact with your customer services team. Look for patterns and trends in their behavior. What are they doing well? What are they struggling with? Visualize, create a customer journey map to visualize the different stages your customers go through when interacting with your business. This will help you to identify opportunities to improve the customer experience. And finally, execute, or as Pastor Rick would say, or have it, is exceed their expectations. Once you've identified the opportunities to improve the customer experience, make a plan to implement the necessary changes. Be sure to communicate these changes to your employees and customers. Remember, when I say execute, exceed, sometimes customers are happy with what you're going to give them, right? So less is more. If you are asked to think of a customer journey in the test interview, you can use the love principle to structure your answer. Listen, start by describing the different types of customers you have or have had. What are their needs and wants? What are their pain points? What are their expectations? Observe, describe how your customers interact with your business. What are their touch points? What are their pain points? Visualize the different stages of the customer journey. What are the different steps that the customers go through when interacting with your business? What are their goals at each stage? And execute or exceed. Describe how you can improve the customer experience at each stage of the customer journey. Be sure to keep your answers concise and to the point. Remember, the interviewer is looking for your ability to think critically and to come up with creative solutions. Finally, the God principle is a reminder that less is often more. What do I mean by that? God. Ooh, I don't believe in God. Well, don't worry about that. There's a lot of creativity that comes from the best-selling book in the history of all time, okay? And one of the books in the Bible is Genesis, the book of Genesis. You have the story about Adam and Eve. Maybe you've heard it, maybe you haven't. But anyway, they sin against God and therefore they're naked, all right? So obvious. Everybody's naked before God. So think about your customer as God. Right? So if they know everything that could possibly be known, don't try to hide anything, okay? Because you will be found out sooner or later. So there's no point, right? So just keep it simple. And you are, remember, naked before them. So be honest and transparent, okay? Emphasize the importance of being naked and seamless in achieving the task. You want to resolve any issues. This means by being honest and transparent with your customers and making it easy for them to interact with your business. You're doing less, but getting more out of it. Yeah, so finally, tips for applying this principle. Focus on the most important things. Identify the most important aspects of your customer relationships and focus on those things, like Bill Clinton said, like a laser beam, right? Don't try to do everything. Be honest and transparent. Be honest with your customers about your products and services and pricing. Don't try to hide anything. Remember, you're trying to build a relationship. The more honest that you are with them, more authentic that you are with them, they will love you. They will love you as a business. They will love you as a service. Make it easy for customers to interact with you. Make sure your website is easy to navigate and that your customer services team is responsive, and helpful. Thank you. In our next video, we're going to look at how to build a Lego car kit set. How do we use that? How do we work in a team of 3 and kind of division of labor, and how do you do it as quickly as possible and effectively?